scared of sugars, that's all bad, because y'all missing out. Now bear with me here before I get into this sugar topic here. One thing that has been kind of bothering me for the past few days, I've been getting a lot of confusion, or not even confusion, just a lack of awareness on sugar and what is bad and what is good. I mean, they just think sugar is all bad. Just too much sugar is all bad, right? We've been conditioned as a kid, hey, too much sugar is going to make you hyper. You're not going to sleep. You're going to make a mess and you're going to cause ruckus around the house or whatever. These sugars that I'm going to get to right now is called, not even called, it's just a simple sugar. They're monosaccharides. They belong to the simple sugar family. Okay, glucose, fructose. I'm not talking about high fructose corn syrup that makes 99% of your grocery store labels. That's all like scientifically processed, and I don't know what the hell they do, but that's more of a toxic type of sugar. These monosugars, very simple for the simple digestive system. I say simple digestive system because it's very simple. Just like a primate, orangutan, or just Google it. Compare our digestive system to theirs and check out what they eat. First thing that comes to mind, bananas, right? They can eat endless amounts of bananas. And hey, do they have cancer? Do they have diabetes? Do they have so-and-so other concept of diseases that we put on ourselves? No, they don't. Not unless if they live outside of that type of food, the fruits. But anyway, totally different, right? These simple sugars assimilate and digest right away. They register into your body, into your GI tract, your stomach, your autonomic nervous system. Again, autonomic nervous system. Your brain down here is what you don't have to think about. It does all the work for you. But when people get so confused about the sugars, they fear the fruit. I'm talking about your oranges, your bananas, your apples, your, oh man, what else? Watermelons, other melons, exotic fruit. Oh my God, those are just, I wouldn't even describe them as energy. They go past that. They're nirvanic. Heaven, you know? But people just fear them because they associate it with sugar and what the medical community calls bad for you. Too much, excess. Here's the thing, when it can be excess and damaging and having, disturbances in your belly, you might be a person that's trying to detox. You might be a person that's trying to find remedy and more energy, or you're trying to find better digestion for yourself. Here's the thing. For you people that try the fruit diet, say that you eat a couple of bananas or oranges and then you feel bloaty. You begin to feel gassy and bloaty. Here's the thing, okay? One, you could be malabsorbed, which is in most cases that I come across today. Two, adrenals are down. You got a mild case or an extreme case of adrenal fatigue. That's sugar metabolism and neurotransmitters. Three, what I can think of is the pancreas. Lack of pancreatic juices, or it could be congestion. Four, might be just an over excess of all kind of combinations of food that you've been eating throughout the past days and what you ate today. And you got the fermenting action. When you ferment, blood sugars go up because they become carbonic acids, right? Carbonic acids are very acid. They're very acidic, and they contribute to acidosis. In other terms, in medical words, inflammation. That's another thing that y'all gotta keep in mind. Now, for the complex sugars, you got the polysaccharides. Your pastas, your rice, your cooked foods, your beans. Those are very complex carbohydrates. Now, I know people do carb counting and all of that. don't get it confused with sugar. I mean, sugar and carbohydrates are basically the same thing. And please don't associate carbs with fruit. I've heard it many times before. It's like, you eat 10 bananas in the morning, that's too much carbs. That's carb overloading. It's like, you know what? Well, maybe for the one that's backed up and congested and malabsorbed, yes, because it's not going to go anywhere. It's just going to create fermentation, right? I mean, but we can't see that because we judge the outside of our body and how good we look because of the lotions and all the skin treatment that we put on, you know. But we cannot look in the inside, but only I can. And that is through iridology. I look through the eyes and I see the condition of the organs and glands. And I go by symptomology. That's how I wouldn't even say diagnose. That's how I can spot these issues. I get to the root of the issues. I don't play in the world of diseases, or the concept of diseases, whatever you want to call it. So, sugar, very important. It's what provides all energy in the body. You must have sugar. But if you want the dynamic sugar instead of the stimulating sugars, you must absorb all of the sugar from the fruit, which has balanced chemistry and ratios of all your vitamin, minerals, and sugar, right? But if you're malabsorbed, if all the absorption channels are blocked, if your gut flora is full of mucus, or if it's very acidic, there's going to be a problem in chemistry down there, right? It's just going to sit. You'll probably absorb maybe 1% of it. And then all the acid and alkaline chemistry is going to clash together and it's going to cause a wreak of havoc. You're going to be gassy. You're going to be bloated. You're going to have stomach disturbance. You're going to have stomach pain because of the, for example, you eat a powerful orange picked off of a tree. And you eat it straight in the morning, first thing in the morning, then you start to have a little crampy, you know, upset stomach. It's because you're probably very acidic down there, right? Here's my analogy that I like to offer. Have you ever played Tetris? You know, when you play, as the blocks are falling down, you get the little simple blocks, right? You can stack them up very easily. You put them in place. And when the big blocks come down, when they get faster and faster, it's the same thing as when you're eating more complex foods and crazy combinations of foods, you start to get all these big old blocks. You don't even know where to put them because your digestive system is very simple. But it gets so complex, you just start to stack and stack and it gets congested, right? See what I'm saying here? Keep it simple, folks. Do not steer your mind in another direction. And don't let all these articles say that fruit is bad or fruit is bad for detox, because it's not. But there is a way to make it much more easier, but you have to be aware of the things that go on in your body. Done. You know what Tetris really is? It's just a game of simple and complex structures of assimilation and digestion. Keep that in mind.